I want to show you all the amazing updates that Discovery Education has brought out. So, to get to Discovery Education, you're going to log into Clever. To get to Clever for teachers, you'll go to your ECSD bookmark folder and click the Clever portal. For students, when they log into the Chromebook, they should get to Clever. If not, they can go to their ECSD bookmark folder. It depends on the age and if they're using a Clever login to get into their Chromebook. Once you click on the Clever portal, you'll click Log in with Google. Scroll down to the district applications and find Discovery Education. This will log you and your students into Discovery Ed. You'll notice a couple changes that have happened. The first is just the layout. And in Discovery Ed, you used to have My Subjects and browse subjects and browse standards. They're still there. They're just not right on the top bar. You just click on the waffle and you have your browse subjects and browse standards. My classrooms have moved to the front. These will automatically be imported from your Clever portal, so you won't have to import your students. So whatever students are going through Infinite Campus into Clever will show up here in Discovery Education, so you can assign things to your students. The next small change is the educator supports. They used to have them listed out. There used to be 3, but now they're all located under educator supports like professional learning and SOS strategies, which are amazing. I love the SOS strategies. Check that out in the whole Discovery Ed guide. So the newest update is the quiz feature, and I think this is pretty cool. And because we have Discovery Ed through Nevada Gold Mines, that you should definitely check this out. So click on the new quiz. And you have a couple different types of quiz that you can assign your students. The first and the easiest one is just to ask a live question. So when you click Ask Live Question, you'll just enter the name of the activity. So maybe this is just an entry ticket into class. You can turn on allow guest participants or turn that off. It depends who you're doing this for. But if all your students are in your Clever portal and in your Discovery Ed classrooms, then you can turn that off. If they're not, you'll want to leave that on. Then you'll click Launch. And couple easy ways to get your students into this quick question is you can invite them with a code. So you could drop this code into your Google Classroom or your Canvas, or you can just give them the code. So either way works. When students go to their Discovery Ed homepage and log in, they'll be prompted to enter this code right here, which would be different each time. Or just give them a link and then they'll need to log into Discovery Ed and it will take them right to this entry ticket. Then you verbally ask the question, students respond, and you can see their responses. This is a great way to do a formative assessment and also make sure that all students are participating. To get all 100% engagement, you can do this type of activity and then you can see all of their responses. If you accidentally close that pop-up window, you can get back to the link and the code right here. You can decide to show answers, hide names, or a random answer can pop up on the screen as if you were pulling sticks. At the end, you can give them an exit ticket of how confident they feel about the question. And that is that's the live question. It's very simple. It's a great way to engage your students. Brain dumps would be awesome with that. So just say, dump your brain of everything that we learned yesterday about this topic. So that would be a great way to do a brain dump. When you're done, you can export your results, save and close. You can view the question, student view, the exit ticket question. So you'll get a report that you can keep and use for grades or just to guide your lesson from there forward. Click Save and Close, and we can go back to the quizzes. The next type of quiz is similar to like a Google form, but I think you're going to like this because it's going to have some more question choices, and you can also do it teacher pace. So if you're familiar with Go Formative, or now just called Formative, it's going to feel a little bit like that when you go into the teacher pace, but this is free. Well, Nevada Gold Mines is paying for this for all of Nevada. So pretty cool feature. Let's create that type of quiz. So we're going to build a new quiz. So I could create a new, build a new quiz, and now we have two types of quizzes. We can either do a video quiz or a standard quiz. I'm going to do the standard quiz, and in the next video, I'm going to do the video quiz. Get excited about that one because that one's going to be like Edpuzzle, or that you might be familiar with if you use Edpuzzle, where your questions are embedded in the video. All right, let's look at the standard quiz, and we'll just name it. I'll just name it quiz. All right, let's start building. And you have all your different question types. So pretty good variety. I really like the draw, annotate, and audio. Those are three that you do not get with Google Forms. So let's just start with a short answer. So you would just type your question here. You can give them extra notes. You can enable grading, which you can assign a point value, and you can auto grade the answer. Now it only has one answer choice. You wouldn't be, you can separate by commas the different answer choices. They have to exactly match. So you have to think of the different ways students might put that into their answers. All right, so one little tricky thing that I discovered, you need to click save. I know that save button hasn't been there in Google, so we have to remember to click save question, and not to just go click a new question type. You need to click over here on the plus to add a new question. So that was the one thing I kept typing over my last questions so that was one little tricky thing. The three dots will also delete the question. All right, so let's look at the next one, which is a poll. This would have no right or wrong answer. So this would just be to get the students' input on a certain subject, and you can type in notes. There is no, it's not going to grade it, so there is no grading choice. You can add new choices, and you can pick up these three dots and rearrange your choices. You can also upload an image. So these are a couple I uploaded for fun. So we'll just put in the error guy. So we click open, and it'll insert it in, and then you want to click on it to insert that photo. So pretty fun. And remember to click save and new question. And then this one we're going to use as a multiple choice. So we'll have question and then our three answers. You can add more answers by clicking add new choice. And then this one you can choose which one's correct, add teacher notes, and how much it's worth. Click save and new question. Multiple select just allows you to select more than one correct answer. Let's go to draw. So draw, they're just going to get a blank space to draw on. So we're just going to put draw me a flower. You can enable grading, and that is the draw. The next one, annotate, is pretty awesome. What you're going to want to do is put a picture in the background. And I did the same thing. I had draw, and remember, click save, add. There we go. Okay, so annotate, you want a picture in the background because they will annotate the picture. So if you do have a PDF, you can save it as an image using ilovepdf.com. We're just going to take this image, click on it, and then this will be the image. Maybe they're going to circle which teaching rules they like best. So circle your favorites. You can type in notes and add point value, and that is annotate. I really like that one. We're going to save and add a new question, and then we're on audio, and they're going to talk about, and similar to a Flipgrid audio response. You can upload an image that could go with that audio response, save, and our quiz is complete. When you are ready, you can save and close to start it at a later time, or you can launch it. There are also the 3 dots where you can add multiple questions or share your quiz with another teacher. Let's click launch. You can assign it to complete on their own, and then when they log into Discovery Ed, it will appear on the student's dashboard that it needs to be complete. I would also put that you put the assignment in Discovery Ed through your Google Classroom or Canvas. Now we're going to go to launch so I can show you what this looks like. You can allow guest participants if all your students are not in your classrooms, but if they are, you can turn that off. Let's launch now and launch activity. All right, so similar to the live quiz, you can copy this link and put it into your Google Classroom or Canvas, or you can give them a code. I would probably go with the link to get them in a little bit smoother. So you copy that link and you drop it into an assignment, or just paste it onto the stream if you're doing it right then and need your students to get quick access. When your students are participating, you will start to see the different students when they join, and then you can, you're on teacher-led. It defaults to teacher-led, so you can start question 1, and then your students will reply. Then you can move to question 2, and they're only going to see that question appear on their screens as you move through it. If you would like, you can switch to student-led, and they can go through the questions at their own pace. Unlock the device just means that now the students can answer. So it will be locked initially as they enter, and then you can unlock. You can set timers of how long you want the question, and if you are displaying this up on the smartboard or ClearTouch, you can show answers or hide answers, show names or hide names. At the very end of your quiz, you can also give that exit ticket to find out metacognitively. Woo! That was tough to get out. Metacognitively, how confident they felt about the activity. All right. So that is the new quiz feature. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the video quiz feature, which is also amazing. I really hope you guys like this. When you are finished, you can finish and see your final summary, or you can say in class you only get through 4 of the questions and you go, okay, the last 2 you need to do on your own. You can assign a reminder for students to complete on their own, and that's going to show up in their DE dashboard. So once you do that, it will assign it on their DE dashboard. And I do not have classrooms, so I can't do that. But I can look back at my quiz results here and see how the students did on each of their questions. So that is DE Quiz, and I hope you like it as much as I do. All right, enjoy.